What it's doing at the moment is putting air into a bag inside the module. And a really interesting thing about this module, as you can see, there are no moving parts. There's no springs, no link pins, no bearings, no lubrication requirements.
Wow.
It's an install and forget and a zero maintenance. The airbag inside is now pushing down the stainless steel shoes, and that's giving us an even and accurate pressure. If we look underneath the module, we can see the shoes are highly polished, high-grade stainless steel with a little bit of float in there, so this can take out any slight wear that you may have in the hot plates. This pushes down onto the belt, which then gives a very even pressure. And that's very important, because if you don't have an even pressure, you won't have an even heat transfer. And then particularly on lighter weight grades, you may have the board going with a little bit of a kick on one side and warp on the other side. When we put this system on, we get even heat transfer, so the board is flat.
JKSP and Simon with us.
Good morning, Igor. Thank you for coming to see us. We've been telling prospective customers all about our Airbond product. It's an upgrade available for any make or model or size or age of double backer. What it does is it enhances your operation, enables you to run faster with less waste, and most importantly, really good board quality. So in these days of lighter papers, people want to run faster, but you want to maintain that board quality. This gives us an even and accurate pressure in the double backer, which then enables an even and accurate heat transfer. That also then enables us to get the steam consumption to the lowest possible levels, and also reduce the glue application. So we're saving money there, so it's less is more. We're going to reduce your heat, we're going to reduce your starch application, but then we're going to run faster and your quality is going to be really good. This upgrade can be completed in 2 or 4 days, depending on the specification. And as I said previously, we can do any make or model. So we've done Anyati upgrades, BHS, FOSBA, Marquardt, TCY, J&S, Langston, any double backer at all can be done. Very simple for us to make a quotation. We need some simple details from you. What is the size of the double backer? What is the number of hot plates and the size of hot plates? And also what kind of paper grades do you run? And then we would design the system to suit your particular application.
I don't know what to ask more. Like maybe you show something like.
The system here is very, very simple. Yeah. So what we do, as the corrugator increases speed, we have a fan that supplies some air pressure to the Airbond module. This is a fully functional Airbond module. What it's doing at the moment is putting air into a bag inside the module. And a really interesting thing about this module, as you can see, there are no moving parts. There's no springs, no link pins, no bearings, no lubrication requirements.
Wow.
It's an install and forget and a zero maintenance. The airbag inside is now pushing down the stainless steel shoes, and that's giving us an even and accurate pressure. If we look underneath the module, we can see the shoes are highly polished, high-grade stainless steel with a little bit of float in there, so this can take out any slight wear that you may have in the hot plates. This pushes down onto the belt, which then gives a very even pressure. And that's very important, because if you don't have an even pressure, you won't have an even heat transfer. And then particularly on lighter weight grades, you may have the board going with a little bit of a kick on one side and warp on the other side. When we put this system on, we get even heat transfer, so the board is flat. The system is very simple. It can be interfaced to your control system, or very simply, if you're running a B-flute grade and then you go to a double wall grade, you can select the double wall manually. Then the system will operate automatically as the speed varies on the corrugator, so the pressure will be adjusted accordingly. So very, very simple. As a standalone, it's just press the selected flute, or we interface, and we can interface to FOSBA, to BHS, to Marquardt, to Escada, to Qualitech, to Copar, to anybody. And we have a very simple interface, and then it's fully automatic, and the operators don't need to do anything. So it's a very simple system. It's very cost effective. Normal return on investment is around 12 months or less. Installation is 2 to 3 or maybe 4 days sometimes. And you're getting that payback immediately on the first day of production.
And what do you think corrugators missed if you come to like a factory and you see that people like don't care about something important in
Yeah, I think the problem we have now is a lot of a training and a consistency issue with operators. So we're trying to automate as much as possible. We don't want the operators to have to adjust maker settings or adjust, and we don't want them to run incorrectly. So this is why it's a very simple system. You select the flute and you don't have to adjust it. We also have additional modules, so we can provide, as you can see on the back wall there, this is an installation we're doing in Brazil next month.
Okay.
But in this installation we're taking control of the steam.
Can you show?
At the double backer. So at this one we're taking control of the steam at the double backer. We have the air bonds as well, but we're also doing the glue gap control at the glue machine, and then we're putting temperature controlled wrap arms on the triple preheaters, and we're doing the same thing on the single faces. So at the moment this customer is all manual control, and we're going to install the air bond but also install additional control as part of the system. So he's going to get the benefit of quality, but then he's going to get the benefit of automatic control. So he's not relying on the operators to remember what to do or to do it differently on each shift. This is going to be consistent, it's going to be automatic, and it's going to really enhance his operations. We're really excited about this installation. As I say, this will be in November in Brazil, so we're really excited about that. We're doing another one in December in Dubai. That's an upgrade there, very exciting. Then we've got another one in January on a very old, a 1967 Langston in Chicago. So we do it on very new corrugators, or we can do it on really old corrugators. But we're finding that where we used to just do the air bond, now we're being able to add value in the other areas as your base level of process control. And it's becoming very popular. And it's a very modular system, so you don't have to have all of it, you can have the elements that you think will give your business the best benefit.
And you used AI to put it together?
No, what we've done to put it together, we've got some very skilled software engineers.
Yes.
So we've been developing this over the past year or 18 months. And then we've listened to customers on what they require. So rather than them having to spend a lot of money on a full process control system, sometimes they want to take that first step. So there's a bit of a gap in the market for a simple first step control, but they can then in a later time they can still upgrade that to a full system if they choose to do so. So we've developed it, we've listened to customers, and then we've used our process knowledge as well to make sure we're adjusting items in the right areas. And importantly, we've used the feedback from customers to make sure that we've got something that customers are going to appreciate, that it's cost effective, very importantly, and it's modular. So we don't have to sell the whole system to everybody. We can say, if you just want that module, that's fine.
Okay.
You want this module, it's fine. Or you want all of it, that's fine. And what we normally find is we start off with a small area, and then the customer says, I'm interested in this and this. And we end up with a small project growing to a slightly bigger project. And that's what we're finding with most of the projects at the moment. And so it's really exciting times for us, yeah.
Thank you, Simon, for interesting story.
No, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.